Hey everybody, Dr. Greco here. Welcome to Ministry in a Minute, the Crossroads School of Ministry. We began this week, yesterday, talking about Christ as King and the kingship of Jesus. And what does that mean? Well, today I want to discuss the fact that it means that Jesus is sovereign. And God's sovereignty is something that is often discussed because people want to debate sovereignty, meaning God's in charge of everything, versus free will. We make decisions and that changes things. Because God is God, those two concepts are not diametrically opposed. His omniscience, all-knowing, and his omnipotence, his all-powerfulness, makes those two things able to come together. But I think there's a bigger aspect to his sovereignty than him being all-controlling. Because yesterday we talked about the fact that Jesus being king means that he's in charge of you. But Jesus being king also means that he's in charge of what goes on around us. It says, yesterday we handled Ephesians 1, verse 22, but in verse 11 it says, "In him we were also chosen, having been predestined according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will." When we read that, we often get hung up on well, if God already knew it, then why do my decisions matter? Time out. That's not the most important aspect of this. The most important aspect of this is, yes, God's in charge of you personally, but God is also in charge of everything that goes on. And while in his power, because he loves us, he may take his hands off and let our decisions have some play. Okay? He will never allow things to go in a way that he hasn't already discussed, that he hasn't already approved, that he doesn't already have planned. Now, this should be of great comfort to us because it means, frankly, that we can't screw this thing up. Does he call us to serve and follow and be involved in the process of ministering to a broken world? Yes, he does, but it's for our sake. He doesn't need us. He wants us to grow and know him more. And we grow as we become a part of his plan. But he's not going to let us ruin what he's doing in Christ as he moves towards the second coming. Okay? So we can't mess it up. There's no pressure on us to be the solution. He's the solution. Our job, because he's sovereign and in charge of us and in charge of everything, is simply to line up under his will and know the blessing that comes with that. Okay? It should take the pressure off us. It should also show us how wonderful God's plan is for us. We'll see you tomorrow for another Ministry in a Minute.